Rich DeMarco on the Army Football Report as the Black Knights get set this weekend to travel to Ypsilanti, Michigan to take on Eastern Michigan. Coming up in just a couple of moments, we'll chat with Army junior running back Raymond Maples. But up first, it's comments from Rich Ellerson's Game Week news conference.
Another week, another challenge. This is Eastern Michigan, like us, has had a tough year, largely a reflection of their schedule. They're coming off an incredible effort against Toledo, where offensively they're about as explosive as you see. They're over 300 yards rushing, over 300 yards throwing, over 47 points. Running back, Bronson Hill kind of comes out of nowhere. I think he has 35 touches on the year, 28 of them last week for over 280 yards. So they found a guy that's explosive, and they do things in their run game that have been especially challenging for us, and now they're doing it with an especially explosive player. There are things that we do, particularly on offense, that are going to be a concern for them. I would think that they're looking at our defense and looking at what they've been doing successfully, and they're licking their chops a little bit. We've won the last couple times we've been out there, but they've been hard-fought, games that have come down to the final possession, and we expect that to be that kind of a game again. We hope it, frankly, is that kind of game again, because that means we're in it. Same thing's true on defense. Yeah, I get it. We got some young guys. We got some guys banged up, but we've got to be able to go out there and execute the handful of things, less than a handful of things that we're trying to accomplish routinely, and force our opponent to be doing the right things and then be physical superior. And then I can take it. What's driving us all crazy here is not the track part of it or the physical maturity part of it. It's those ththings that should be fundamental to our style of play that aren't being executed routinely in a competitive environment. And I know, I get it, we're young, but I'm sick of saying that. We gotta get better. We gotta get better now.
That's Army head coach Rich Ellerson. The Black Knights getting set to travel to Ypsilanti, Michigan to take on Eastern Michigan. Time now to catch up with Army junior running back Raymond Maples, the team's leading rusher. And Ray, how do you guys feel coming off of practice today, getting set to take on EMU on Saturday?
We feel really excited to take on EMU. They played fairly well against Kent State. We just played Kent State, so the film off of that kind of guides us to what we expect that we can do against them. Coming off of today, we feel really excited about what we've seen on film, so can't wait to take on EMU.
You mentioned you guys can't wait. How's your confidence level? It was a tough game against Kent State. You were able to move the football, but came up a bit short. How's the team's confidence?
The team confidence is kind of medium right now, just because of the simple fact that even though we are moving the ball, we're 1-5. So I think the ability to get this win on the road this weekend, it kind of boosts that up a little bit, just because EMU is also a Division I program. They're also pretty good. And I feel as though if we get this win, it should jumpstart the second half of the season.
Well, Ray, we appreciate a couple of minutes here on the Army Football Report. Best of luck on Saturday at EMU.
Thank you.
That's Army junior running back Raymond Maples. Army getting set to take on Eastern Michigan on Saturday, a 1 o'clock kick time from Ypsilanti. On the Army Football Report on Night Vision, I'm Rich DeMarco.